In this example, we are gonna practice annual cash flow while the length of the project is smaller than the useful life of one of the alternatives. You have already done this example with net present worth approach, and now you are going to do it with annual cash flow. You should have no problem with doing it. No new point. It is just some sort of exercise, and you are going to practice exercise your knowledge regarding these cases. So for alternative one, we have $50,000 the initial cost, and the useful life is 7 years. Salvage is $10,000, and estimated market value at the end of 10 years is $20,000. So for this one, you draw the cash flow diagram, and the same for this one, and you go for calculation of the annual cash flow, whichever is higher in terms of saving. You are going to choose that. And for this one, remember, at the end of 7 years, you need to buy another machine, and you have also the salvage. So at the end of year 7, your cash flow would be minus 40,000, not minus 50,000, because you are also having the salvage value of the car, the thing. And at the end of year 10, it is like that. So we have already discussed the thing. So just stop the video and try to solve it before I show you the answer shortly. For the answer, we have calculated the net present worth first. And for the alternative one, since we have two initial investment, for the first one we have 50,000, for the other one we have 40,000, and the present value of all the things, including the salvage value of the second car, the second machine that we purchased, 20,000, and that's it. And after that, and when we compare, this one is higher, so we pay attention to the cost, and because it is EUAC, equivalent uniform annual cost, so we should go for the cost that is lower. So we go for alternative one. And the interesting thing is that here it is calculating the net present worth, okay, and it is minus, so it means that the texture is cost. And so here we have net present worth, and but here when it wants to calculate the equivalent uniform annual cost from this net present worth, it put here the positive one. Why? Because here it wants to calculate the cost, so here it should put the net present cost, and here the net present value is minus 64,000, because it is net present value. When it is minus, it means that it is cost, but when here you are trying to calculate the cost, you don't need to put the negative here, so you put the positive one, and here, since it is not the value, it is the cost, we go for the one that is smaller. So alternative one is our choice. Example 612 is truly insightful. You will notice it very soon. Okay, let's see what it's talking about. Finding a balance due. How much owed halfway through a 48-month loan of $15,000 at 9% nominal? When it is telling you 9% nominal, you already know that it means that the payments are not annually, as you see here. So 9% is just nominal. And what is the true interest rate? It is monthly, and it is 9% over 12 for each month. But it is not the part that I said it is insightful. It is asking you how much owed. What is the outstanding balance halfway at the end of second year, because the loan is a 4-year one. Most probably, the first idea cross your mind is amortization table, and that's correct. We have studied that. Most probably you think that, okay, to tackle this problem, I'm gonna create that table year, and we have the payments, we have the interest, we have the principal, and we have the balance. And like that, you are going to do that. But here we don't want to do that, because now more theory, and you can handle it without that table in a more smart and efficient way. So I really encourage you to spend time on this question to be able to give the answer only with just 2 formula that you have learned. As the first step, I suggest you draw the cash flow. Draw the cash flow because it gives you a better perspective of the problem you are working on. So stop the video and draw your cash flow and see what happens. And then check the answer with what I'm showing you regarding the cash flow. Okay, it is a 4-year loan, 48. And now here you get the loan, and after that you have all these monthly payments. At the interest rate of monthly 9% over 12. So what you need to do at this point, at the end of year 2, specify that what is the outstanding balance here, because it is for sure some numbers, some figures that is smaller than $50,000, because you have paid 24 payments, and we want to do it without any help from any table. So now here, seriously stop the video and work on that. Okay, now the answer for this. What is the outstanding? First, I jump to the smartest way to do this problem. The smartest way to do this problem, you want to do the outstanding balance here, correct? So it is something for this. So what you need to do is just to calculate the present value of all these payments that you have in the following 24 months. That's it. So just go and calculate these annual payments. That how you are going to calculate them? PMT, $15,000, the rate 9% over 12 for 48. Why? Because the payments is a 48-month payment. And it is not going to change. You just want to see what is the outstanding balance at the end of year 2. So to calculate these, I told you it's a very insightful example, challenge. So all the things are equal to these payments at the first 2 years. So 15,000 here, the interest rate 9% over 12 over a period of 48 months. So you calculate the monthly payment. Let's call it AP, annual payment, okay? You get the annual payment, and now you have the annual payment. You have 48 annual payment. Just calculate the present value of the things, because next month would be 1, the month after would be 2, 3, and like that it continues. And the present value of AP for 9% over 12 for 24 months. That gives you the answer. That was the smartest way to do that. Now, when you get the idea, again, stop the video and try to do it yourself before I show you the final answer. As we said before, this monthly payment, it's an easy calculation. It's an easy calculation of the monthly payment over 48 months, that we get this 373. And the balance, outstanding balance, is the present value of the year 3 and 4 payments with the interest rate of 9% over 12. And so it would be the outstanding balance. You may ask, I used another formula, of course not as efficient as this one that we are seeing in the slide in this video, but I got the same answer. That's also brilliant. If you didn't use a table and just with your wonderful brain and intelligence, you come up with assembling some formula together to this outstanding balance, kudos, my friend. Very good. You are doing a great job. Usually another way that the students tackle this problem, and that's also great, and I admire their improvisation, their innovation in handling this in that way. They go with this. They say that I here have 15,000, correct? And you want me to tell you what is the outstanding balance. I say yes. Said that, okay, I'm paying here 24, and I'm talking on behalf of those brilliant students that they go for this way. That is also brilliant. Also, I'm telling you, this one is the best one. You see, just again, it has that engineering texture in it. So when you see this, they say, okay, I'm gonna do it in this way. I'm gonna calculate the future value of this 15,000. Very good. Some numbers here. And I'm gonna also calculate the future value of these payments that I have made. Some payments like these. And I'm gonna do the small math and come up with the outstanding balance. That's 100% correct. Clap for yourself if you have thought like that. So, you see, we have used 2 brilliant approaches to solve this problem without getting involved in those creating table amortization or that type of thing. With the first one, you just calculate the present value of these 24 payments here. And with the other one, as I just explained it to you. That this 15,000, just transfer it to next 2 years. All these payments that you have had during these 2 years, just transfer them to exactly that point. And after that, subtract them from each other, and you should exactly come with the same answer that you see here. Also, you can go and create that amortization table and see what happens with the outstanding balance over there. As I told you, it's really insightful example.